This is John Cena. Yes, we need to find another name for her. She has been a bit off her feed today and has been off on her own a lot and has been sleeping a lot. I have seen her get up and drink water, but she has not done any kind of rooting whatsoever. Her girl parts are a little bit red and swollen, though not as big as what I've seen in pictures for heat cycles. Now, I have seen how Frank has responded to her when she was up and walking around. She would go see Frank, and he was acting much more interested in her than normal. I mean, he loved the girls, but he was very excited to see her and was very vocal and really making a lot of noise when she was by him. So I'm thinking this might be her first heat cycle. She is 5 months old. I'm not totally sure yet though, but I worry about her being off her feed, but I have read that that can be normal. So I'm going to keep an eye on her. If it is her first heat cycle, it should ease up in the next day or two, and she should be back to normal. So we will see. Now right now the other two gilts are in the barn sleeping. She's the only one out here. Xander, you are best. Get out of here.
And it might bump you off on food.
Well, she is back over there eating a little bit of food, so that's good.
Look at him.
She was rooting around a little bit here with Beans and Muffin. So I think I'm going to wait it out and see how she is tomorrow. Because at this point, I'm thinking that it's heat.
And my armpit. Don't let these on my armpit.
Don't let him bite you.
I pet him.
Okay. He's chewing on that stick.
He loves this. Like the real dog. What? This taking ground. Mom, pets are so comfortable. Oh, can I make
Just, yeah, put it in there. He might like it.
my baby?
It's got a little bit of a root on it.
Now he has plenty of food. Oh, one is to put it. Isaac can always sit quiet. They get mad? Mom, why can you pull? Mom, why can you pull? Take that, Dharma. Hey, Gaza.
Isaac, stop. See where she's gonna go. I bet she's gonna go find her spot and lay down again.
I'm going to follow her. Hi, boys. What? Mom, look, I'm going to try it. No, you're not. I'm not trying it. No, you're not. Mom, I'm not trying it.
Be careful.
No, I'm trying it.
Just a little ways.
I'm not driving the big box, because that's not hard. Let me not do that. This way. My fit. Now.
Hey, pretty girl. Hi, Bean. Yeah, there she goes, laying down again.
I thought coming in. Mom!
How did you get in there?
Yeah.
You crawled under there? Oh, I see. You guys be careful.
What does gold tick mean? Hey, boy! Mommy! What the? Mommy, I accept that.
So the jury is still out. I'm going to keep an eye on her until tomorrow and see how she's doing. Being that she's not gentle like Beans and Frank are, I don't see us being able to take her temperature and all that. So that's a last resort. You know, calling the vet, having him come out, putting her through all of that is a last resort. You know, it could be something perfectly normal like her first heat cycle. I have read that they can be off their feed. They can be kind of mopey and kind of want to be off on their own during their heat cycle. And if that's the case, then it's perfectly normal. So right now, we're just on a wait and see kind of thing. Well, good morning. It's the following morning. I'm coming out here to first thing check on Johnsina, see how she's doing, see if there's any change in her behavior. Today is Friday, so if I end up deciding to call the vet, I would rather do it today than wait for the weekend. So let's see where she's at. Well, here's Muffin. Hi, pigs! Hi, pigs! There's Beans. Hey, pigs! Johnsina! Come on, pigs! Come on, pigs! Well, she must still be in the barn sleeping. What's the matter, baby girl? What's the matter? Oh, I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, so a new development today is that she has these raised red bumps, welts, I guess, on her back end area between her tail and her hocks. She has a lot of tiny little welts on her back end area between her tail and her hocks. She didn't have any of those yesterday. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I was just running. From Google, I've learned that there is a viral infection, a bacterial infection, I guess, erysipelas, something like that, that can cause that, and her other symptoms like her, no appetite and things like that also fit in with that. So penicillin is very effective against it, and I do have that on hand. So rather than having the vet come out, I'm just going to go ahead and have my husband help me give her an injection today. With the help of my husband, who did most of the work, as usual, we were able to give her 2 shots of her antibiotics today. The reason why we did 2 was because the instructions said to not give more than 5 cc's in each injection site. So we did 5 cc's on one side and 4 cc's on the other side in her neck muscle. So hopefully we shall see some improvement maybe tomorrow or the next day.
It's been 2 days since we gave John Cena the antibiotics. Now, I don't know if it was the antibiotics or just the fact that maybe her heat cycle is now over. I really don't know. Without having the vet come out to confirm everything that's going on, the antibiotics, you know, may have helped, or it may just be her normal cycle, because she's perfectly normal now. Normal as can be. And Frank is no longer super excited about her like he was. I mean, he was just going insane for her those couple of days. But it appears to now be Muffin's turn to be going through whatever it was John Cena went through. She is off her feed. She appears to be shivering a little bit today, but it is kind of chilly out. I don't know. We have not given her antibiotics yet. I was going to wait until tomorrow. But now I'm wondering if we should go ahead and do her as well. Without having confirmation from the vet, it's impossible to know what exactly we're dealing with. Heat symptoms very oftentimes will put them off of feed, make them mopey and off by themselves. I've heard people refer to it as pig PMS. And generally it lasts between 24 and 48 hours. And then they're back to normal. So if that's the case, she should be back to normal tomorrow. But if it's something more, and we didn't give her the antibiotic, we actually were going to give her the antibiotics yesterday, and we had her in the little barn, and she was so active and wild and not the least bit sick acting at that moment. So we decided to wait, because when we gave John Cena her shots, it was day 2, and she wasn't nearly as crazy as Muffin was today or yesterday. Muffin yesterday would have been the first day of her strange behavior, and I don't know. Today's day 2. If it's her heat cycle, she should be back to normal tomorrow. So maybe we'll wait and see. It's going to get much colder tomorrow though, so if she is sick, the cold will probably make it even worse. It's so hard to know what to do. Hi, Beans. Hi, John Cena. How's your sister doing today? Laying down. She's cold. So, John Cena recovered almost immediately. Well, the following day she was back to normal after we gave her the antibiotics. And then the next day, Muffin started acting the same way. Frank, leave me alone. I don't want you biting my legs. Eat your treats. So today we went ahead and gave Muffin the antibiotics as well. I was going to wait it out and see if she would come back to normal on the 3rd day like John Cena did, because I was trying to rule out whether or not this is just their heat cycle and the pig PMS that I've heard that they can have. Hi, pretty boy. Or if it was indeed an infection. Well, today was the 3rd day and Muffin still hadn't gotten back to normal yet, so we went ahead and gave her the antibiotics today. So hopefully tomorrow she'll be back to normal. and we'll just watch the other pigs and see if they have the same symptoms and just treat them when they show symptoms.
Hey, quit. Muffin! Muffin! Here, pigs! Here, pigs! Hi, Muffin! Hey, John Cena. Beans. Hi, girls. Hi. Hi, piggies. Hi, Muffin. Hi, pretty girl. Come on. How are you doing today? Hi, everybody. Hi, guys. Well, it has now been 2 full days since we gave Muffin her shot of antibiotics, and she is back to normal. John Cena is normal. Everyone is perfectly normal acting now.
So I guess the final verdict in this is that we still don't know anything. A normal heat cycle lasts between 24 and 48 hours. So since we gave them the shots of antibiotics on, well, John Cena, it was it was the second day. It was her second day of odd behavior that we gave her antibiotics. Muffin got hers on her 3rd day of odd behavior. But the following day, for both of them, they acted perfectly normal. So was it the antibiotics that kicked out whatever infection they had going on? Or was it the end of their heat cycle? I don't know.
Now, we may see next month when they have their heat cycle again, if that's what it was. You know, I'll mark it on the calendar. I think it's 21 days. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check that. I'll mark it on the calendar, and if they have that same behavior again, then we will know that it was the heat cycle. But Frank has gone back to behaving perfectly normal with them. He's not overly excited. He just has his general normal level of interest. So that really was the biggest question mark there because of his behavior towards them. That's what really pointed me towards them being in heat. But anytime you have an animal that's off feed and acting so bizarrely strange, it makes you nervous. And since we are new pig owners, we don't know what we're doing. And you can't always just have the vet come out for every little thing. There's some things you need to try to figure out on your own. They have done an amazing job of digging up this new enclosure that they're in. They have found so much trash that was hidden underneath the grass and weeds. Pieces of wood, an old window screen, plastic bucket, there's some tin cans out there, some old fence posts, all sorts of things they dug up. It's amazing what they can do. And now that they are all back to eating normal and acting normal, I am one happy pig mama. But thanks for stopping by the farm and hanging out with me while I try to figure out what in the world is going on with these pigs. You know, when you start out with a new animal, there's a lot of lessons that you learn that go along with these animals. And the textbooks don't always tell you everything either. So a lot of it is just learning as you go. If you guys have any comments or suggestions regarding any of this strange pig behavior that I've posed in this video, please be sure to leave it down below in the comments. I would really appreciate hearing from you. Anyway, thanks for stopping by 12 Acres. Be sure to check back later for more updates. Bye-bye.